There it is again, my favorite old-fashioned sounder from the BBC, which says, hey, take a few minutes just to think about things and perhaps think about how they might affect your life and business. First of all, it is quite obvious right now as we look at the situation that President Joe Biden of the United States will not be in any condition to run for office again in 2024. That's just pretty well a fact. Will he be succeeded by his vice president, Kamala? Very unlikely. Well, who then will be the candidate? And then, who will be the candidate on the Republican side? And what is that election going to be like? We don't know. As I said last week, it would be very nice to have that special gift, the gift of Issachar, which is to understand the times and know what to do. So I'm simply doing this. I'm going through all day, most of the day, thinking about, from time to time, I simply say, Issachar, Issachar, Issachar. And that's a one-word prayer which says, please help me better understand the times and know what to do. For my business, for my family, for my country, for my church, what am I supposed to do? Please help me understand the times and know what to do. The second thing I know is probably good for me. This medium called podcasting is going to be one of the primary means of communication going forward. And that means I'm in a good place and you're in a good place because you listen to podcasts and you may be discovering that there's a place for podcasting in your life and business. What made me think of that today? Well, it was just announced that, and I knew of her well, Krista Tippett, basically from my home area of Minnesota, was one of the top program producers for National Public Radio. It was, first of all, a program called Speaking of Faith, because she was a woman of faith, and then more of a general, let's talk about life, called On Being. She's been one of NPR's top program producers and still one of their top-rated programs. And she has announced that come this June, she's no longer going to be with National Public Radio. She will be leaving it primarily on podcasting. Why? Because it doesn't have to be every week. It can be when she wants to. It's seasonal. It's on demand. And she knows that her listeners can listen to her podcast anywhere, anytime, anywhere in the world on any device they have. And so she's going to be in podcasting. Welcome, Krista. You will find it by far the best way to reach your audience. And that's what we're all about. You all have an audience out there. Your life, your business, your church, the cause that you cherish, you have an audience. And what we're all about at What It Takes Radio is we're going to give you what it takes and the wherewithal to reach your audience. So I just want to encourage you. We know that for sure. And perhaps you'll take some time this week to write to me or think about, Stan, how can I take advantage of that new medium, that powerful way to reach my audience called podcasting? I'd be glad to help you. I know I can, and together we can make some good things happen. So reach out to me at stan@witradio.net. You got that now? What It Takes Radio. stan@witradio.net. And we can be certain that we will have something worthwhile to say and something that will make the world a little bit better because it's wisdom, insight, and truth for all. I'm Stan Houston. Interesting ideas. We'll be back tomorrow. Bye for now.